Hello everyone, welcome back to Coolest Gamers Let's Play of Assassin's Creed Origins. Part 55, is it? Oh, I lose so much count when I'm having monotonous amounts of fun. This game is so fun that I have the same kind of fun every day that I play it. That much can be said for it. Also, while you're watching the video, go look up the word euphemism. Not related to what I said last time, before that. Monotonous fun and euphemism are not related at all. Don't think that I'm possibly talking shit about this game. Yeah, fuck hyenas. I just went on a tear. I went on a hyena clinic mission. I just gotta kill all the hyenas. This is gonna be a long video. I think this brings me all the way to Caliset. I'll just go and spoil it for you. It's a boss. Yeah, that's right. We're coming up on a boss battle. A pretty cool boss battle. I mean, as with everything in this game, there'd be so much fun had if it was only executed smoothly. I think the next game I'm going to Let's Play will probably be Kingdom Hearts Remaster for the PS4. What edition do I have of this game? It's the one that just came out with 1 and 2 in it. I'll probably start with Kingdom Hearts 1, obviously. The HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. I'll start with 1.5. That should be cool. That would be a great quality game for you guys to enjoy. Unlike this practice run shit. This, I can prove I have the endurance to do a 200-part Let's Play game. Because if anything is going to wear me down, it's this fucking game. Oh wait, no, I don't mean that. I was joking. That's... Look up dysphemism while you're watching this video. And this time, dysphemism is related to what I said. Whoa. They say I'm the brainiest Let's Player. I have the biggest vocabulary of any Let's Player. I have the best education of any Let's Player. Obviously, because you can't be too smart if you're a Let's Player. Which is, you know, an insult to myself. More than anything, really. I'm just fucking around. I don't even watch Let's Plays. I probably should. That's probably something you should do when you want to get into something. You should probably, like, watch other people who have done the same genre. Like in my young adult fiction course that I'm taking for, literally for laughs. You know, they say, like, we're getting assigned for podcast groups right now, and they're like, yeah, watch a bunch of podcasts before you do your podcasts. And I'm like, cool, yeah. I'll probably do that. Because, you know, the group will most likely want to do that. And then I get assigned to my group. And the chicks I get assigned with are fucking retarded. And I'm so unenthused about working with them and, like, their smart-ass attitudes. Because they have that to boot, you know. It's one thing to work with dummies, like, I'm fine working with dummies, that's cool. You don't participate in class and you don't really, like, pay attention to the themes of books and stuff, and we have to do a group project together, that's fine. I don't mind, you know, dealing with that obstacle. That's fine. But if you're gonna treat me like shit because I'm actually trying, yeah, screw that. So I emailed the TA and she was like, you can do a solo project. So now that I'm doing it on my own, I'm gonna do my textbook under achievements. And I'm not gonna watch any podcasts. Like, no way. No way am I spending any of my free time doing something that's optional. The code of the underachiever is do only that which is mandatory. And do it as expeditiously as possible. There's this t-shirt I used to own when I was an edgy 16-year-old that said, hard work is for dumb people. And, actually, I don't know if I totally believe in that, because I don't edit any of these videos, and they have about, I think I have a total of 120 views on my channel, so that might be related, that might be correlated together. The not trying thing.
I demand that you stop here.
But I'll progressively work harder on my Let's Plays.
Was an intrusion.
This is really just to get my commentary chops in line, but I think when I do Kingdom Hearts, it's going to be turning over a new leaf, so to speak. Also, the RPG code. Anytime there are two paths, always take the optional path first to ensure maximum loot, and that's what I do here. Because you never know when going down the story path is going to railroad you through the dungeon, and then you're not going to be able to go back and get the other stuff. Words of wisdom. Yeah, so I mean, this is about developing a persona and getting my commentary chops down, but when I start to play games that I actually care about, like Final Fantasy IX for the PS4, and this game, or not this game, what am I saying, Kingdom Hearts, Persona 5, stuff like that, I'll probably actually do some active editing and include music tracks and stuff like that. Like the Benny Hill theme, and then speed up the footage. That's always hilarious. I'm nothing if original. Yeah, I purposefully twisted that saying. Because I'm not original, get it? Get it? Get it, guys? Get it all zero of you? Get it me? Talking to myself? What's the difference between talking to yourself and doing a Let's Play? A microphone. Alright. So you got one of these super complex puzzles. It's a super riddle. You gotta break open the gates, and then something will happen. Who knows what they could possibly mean by breaking open things? Just exploring for loot. Because naturally I'm an investigative genius, I already know the answer, but that's from years of education. You're welcome. I know a lot of you couldn't have figured that out. This game is nothing if it challenges your intellect. Oh, King Yada Yada, who gives a shit? Where's the loot? See, it would have been cool if this was like the place where Harry Potter found the cup of Hufflepuff in the Gringotts vault. And like, if you accidentally touch anything that's not the Horcrux, then all the treasures start multiplying and they get molten hot. That would have been cool. That's where they should have directly cribbed from Harry Potter. In fact, I don't even care about the boss. Probably just gonna give this video a Harry Potter themed title. Yeah, I mean this game's all about titles, commentary, persona. Figuring that out as I go along. It's the most basic entry-level shit. This is my maiden voyage. I will constantly excuse and cop out myself on every opportunity. And repetitiously so. You know, I've always considered myself a smart person, but I've always noticed that people treat me like I'm dumb. And when I hear my voice back, I totally realize why. I sound really dumb. It's probably my tone of voice that takes nothing seriously. Or it could just be my voice, the quality of my voice. For instance, there's this girl in one of my classes. She has the most annoying fucking voice, but she is like atypical of what is loved in this country. She is this beautiful, pale, blonde girl, like gorgeous, like well dressed, you know, nice accessories. You know, she's got great hair. She's going for a good job. Like, I'm crushing hard on this girl, right? But then she opens her mouth, and then I realize I can finally see myself. I'm like, oh my god, that's exactly how everyone sees me. I mean, her voice is like 5 times more annoying than mine, in my opinion, but like, I don't know where she gets it from. It's so, I don't know if she does the voice on purpose, like it's affected, or if it's just natural for her. Like in one, I've had a couple classes with her now, and the first class that I had with her, she explained that she was in like a drama club, and I was like, oh, so you're just being extra on purpose. Like, she has this loud, exuberant, dorky sounding voice. It's like, let me see if I can channel this. It's like, hi guys, welcome back to Assassin's Creed Origins Let's Play by Coolest Gamer. This is episode 55 where we totally kill a bunch of people, okay? It's like kind of what it sounds like. You'd have to be there. I mean, I don't want to like record her without her knowing and then like play it on my video. I mean, that might get me views. That might make for a great soundboard. But that would obviously be really cruel to her, you know? I mean, there's a good chance she would never find out, but there's also a good chance someone would know who I was talking about and tell her, and then I could get into serious trouble. So as tempting as that is, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not that fucked up. I'm pretty fucked up, but I'm not that fucked up. So yeah, now I know what it's like to be gorgeous but have an annoying voice. Like, I can see that in myself, you know? Like, wow, I'm so good looking. Why does everyone hate me? It's my voice. I know now. I've been enlightened. Sometimes it takes someone else to make you realize what's been going on. What's going on? 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 That's all that I know about that. Alright, so we found the back exit rather. We have solved the Tomb of Khufu. And now we're gonna go after Khaliset. I mean, I would narrate these puzzles. I mean, that one really didn't have any puzzles though. I mean, it just had to break the 2 things and then it's done. Some of these are like, I mean, basically, what I find objectionable about Ubisoft Syndrome isn't so much the cookie cutter nature of things. Because, I mean, I played Phantom Pain, and like, I'm fine with that game. Like, I am. Like, that game has an interesting enough combat and stealth system that's well designed that I can forgive it that repetitiousness, you know? Like because it actually gives you something to come back to. The problem with this game though is the design is just lazy and sloppy. And a lot of times the level design is just like they focus in some areas and some locations, and others they're just like, Just throw something in there. Who gives a shit? It's like, hey, Bill, you got the Tomb of Khufu. Yadek, you've got the Tomb of Snunu. And Jerry, you got the Tomb of Snooku. And like Yadek's the only, it's totally like tokening race there. Yadek's the only one that actually gives a shit about his job, and so he designs the one with the counterweights, which you guys will see later, which is actually like somewhat clever. Like, I mean, it's easily solved, but you're like, hey, that was cool, that was neat. But then the other two guys are just lazy.
Possessor of magic. The gods live here, not you.
And they make the one with the canoe that you have to stop underneath it, and the one where you break two things, and that's it. Two things that are right in front of your face, mind you. So yeah, I mean, just like uninspired, rushed level design in a lot of places, and the combat is just unpolished. The timing never feels right on parries. I don't know. Like, they could have made the parry more forgiving. For how forgiving this game is already, the parry system is absurdly difficult.
This trapdoor. What is it protecting?
Heathen! The wakeful one is asleep!
You see,
Go no further, or I will drench these arid plains with your blood!
It wasn't until later that I realized you can break shit that's underneath you, and so I didn't do it there. And there's probably stuff to get.
Is this where you hide, hyena?
And breaking shit beneath you is really annoying, by the way. I mean, obviously you could waste an arrow, but it should be as simple as just like having a downward attack. But of course, there isn't really downwards attacks in this game. So, when you're trying to hit something that's perfectly level and flat beneath you, it's a matter of swinging like 7 or 8 times until you just manage to hit like a perfect little bit of texture. And like, I object to the fact that I would have to use an arrow. You know, like, I don't want to have to use an arrow. Or a dart or a firebomb or anything like that. I don't want to have to do that. Those are resources. I don't want to waste them on something that should very easily be broken with a weapon, and is easily broken by a weapon, but because the fucking attack design just doesn't allow for it, you gotta waste resources, and it's just something they overlooked. It's an inattention to detail. That also takes you out of the game, too, because you're looking at your character swinging his sword around above a fucking trapdoor and not hitting it. And you just have to wonder, like,
what kind of ritual is
Bayek was really a person, and I'm supposed to really believe in his character. Wouldn't he know what to do in the situation, you know? It's like when you're in combat and you go to jump off of a ledge, and he does the thing where he totters on the edge of the ledge, and you're running from guards, right? And he totters on the edge of the ledge like he's hesitant to jump or whatever, or he doesn't want to fall. And it's like, no, if that was Bayek in a real combat situation, he'd be like, yeah, I have to jump, you know?
Still warm.
But
the ceremonial knife.
It's just dorky, it's just goofy.
This was a sacrifice. Alyssa drew these symbols here.
These investigations,
Was she trying to figure out their meaning?
They get old fast. I don't think they were ever fun in the first place, to be honest.
This sarcophagus is
the first one we did in this series was
strange symbols are marked
the scribe's office when we were going after the hippo in Alexandria.
Protector of the dead.
And
I think I know what dark deeds Khaliset was.
That one was actually not that bad. That was like a prime example of a decent investigation.
With these offerings.
Because at least in that one, you had to figure out where one of the clues were, and it wasn't very apparent where it was. You had to put together the fact, okay, there's a ladder on the floor, so it's probably up, and then you climb up and you see it on top of the shelf in the corner, in this little obscure spot.
And ended the ritual with one final prayer over the sarcophagus.
But the Animus Pulse just makes it so that if you can't see the little symbol eye thing, you can just Animus Pulse and you'll get a little gold triangle over where it's supposed to be. So the Animus Pulse just takes you out of the immersion. And besides, most investigations are just all the clues are right in a circle around you, and you just go up and look at each one, and then you're done.
My child!
Like, LA Noire has better investigation than this
You
game.
lost your child.
That's not saying a whole lot.
Her rest is temporary.
Doesn't really
You
indicate
have
anything.
intervened on her reawakening.
And yet you aligned yourself to the Order. That
But it
was
does show you how
disturbing.
bad this game is in
Listen.
regards to that little mechanic.
My name does not merit your lips, you who have dishonored her.
This character's alright.
I'm a good mother. Yeah!
I liked her design. She was cool looking. I like that she has these hyena watchdogs that actually go after you and have like epic health. This was a decent part of the game. They didn't totally fuck this up. They didn't totally railroad this like so much of the rest of the game. You know, we ended up finding more silica than that bitch ever did in all of her years of vocation doing just that. I mean, come on, Calisette, get your shit together. Get it together. Practically hysterical. Hey! See you next time, guys, when I'll have more puns.